we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Okay, break. Gravity Lions. Ready.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll be taken down at the... Gain of just one. Hey, look at this Packers defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early, chip away at their timing.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Get it. Fix the Eagles. Fix the Eagles. Go check. Go check. Ready.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They go play action with Willis. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st, and the Lions will take over. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about it...
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Matt Judon able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14.
Ready.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in. You look at this Packers defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And fights through one man. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. From the 35, here's second down and 8. Now Willis to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Third down, it's Willis. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Play action. Willis. Throw left side complete. That's Reed. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 36. A little juke. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here we go now on first and goal. Back to throw, Willis. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On second down, it's Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I would run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And his kick is indeed good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points. Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
They'll set up a throw. Complete. This is Mitchell. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. 18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. 79 Broncos. Go.
On play action, they'll throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. The Lions at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Second down throw coming by Willis. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw, Willis. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. Lucas Van Ness getting 3 there to bring him down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis. That's complete to Dobbs. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Now Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
They'll try again with Jones. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And they'll bring out Anders Carlson now to try the field goal. This is a 26-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Seven Pirates.
They'll look to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. taken in at the 22. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Under pressure, they got him again. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this. But you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Willis. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Willis now off of play action. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down.
60 Vikings, 60.
They'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
My game is frozen. It won't let me pick a play.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Let's go, let's go, let's
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Willis. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. In motion right, Dobbs. Willis looking to throw on first down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's caught inside the 30. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found it downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses and other guys.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll look to throw now on first down. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
2nd and 4. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
On the jump. Hey.
Now Willis. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
He's just not had his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. Here's Willis. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. His throw incomplete. With the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in.
Touchdown! Luke Musgrave. 37 yards. And the Packers are able to add on to that lead. Carlson on for the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Packers 29, Lions 3.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This is caught by Williams. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Come on, set. Ready.
They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On now is the Packers punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Lions will take over.
Let's go now.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go play action here on first down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 Lions. Ready.
Back to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. Oh, some strong running. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
That good for 22 and a first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them. Maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Ready. Ready.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He can't get him down. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
57 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, go!
They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Meanwhile, here, a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones.
And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Go, Riggs, go! Ready, ready.
Again, it's Jones. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he's on here to punt it away. Take it at the 37. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackle.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they will take a knee here. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory.